I want a baby. Is it just me, or there's more people, more of our peers, a lot of my friends are starting to get into marriages and they have their own babies now, and that doesn't sit right for me. The idea of getting a child when you yourself is a child, that just doesn't sit right in my brain. I don't know how to brain that in particular. So I had to bring in an expert and call up my friend who just got her child. Why am I saying as if she just bought it from the store? She just gave birth to a child. So this conversation had to happen. Hi! Oh my god, lama tak jumpa dah.
I know, right? I think last we jumpa like
Definitely uni. How do you realize that you wanted to have a family?
Yeah, you're not the first. I wanted a family ever since I was a young girl. My parents, both of them were young parents. They had me when they were 22. It was nice to see, you're like in your 40s and your kid is just like 20 and it's just like damn cool, And then while their other friends baru ada anak like 8 years old and stuff, and they have to start, and my parents is just looking at them like, I don't think I can do that, at this age. Women by the age of 30 plus, it's really hard for you to get pregnant. So I was really, one of my biggest fear in life after death is not being able to have kids.
Because some people their goals are like a career or to travel the whole world ke apa, but yours is like memang to have a child, and you know that if you don't give birth, you feel like you don't succeed in a way. Is that it?
Really? Not, I mean, in a way, yeah, but also I have other goals. I'm career driven as well. I was working for 3 years. Rina came like uninvited, by the way.
Being honest with you, I watched your birthing video on YouTube. I tried to watch from the beginning, tapi I got scared, so I started skipping and what the heck was that?
You always hear stories about your mom. Oh, I gave birth to you, my vagina was torn, I had to sew it up, blah 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 blah, this and that, and you're just there like, okay, whatever, but you just don't know what goes on. Labor, what is contraction, how it happens from A to Z. So that video was actually to show you guys like, this is what your mom went through.
How does it feel like when her head starts coming out from your vagina?
To tell you the truth, oh my god, what was that? Do you know that all mothers forget how it actually felt like, and some also forgot how it went like? Do you know, like, my brain cannot, if someone asks me how pain it was, I cannot tell how pain it was. I don't know how to explain, but I don't know what scientifically actually, the first time when you breastfeed, for some reason your brain locks that memory so that you don't get scared of having a next child.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So what my dad tells me is that like Allah would like actually lock your memory. Your body would actually like lock that memory in your head so that you would want to have a kid because you forgot. If you still remember, that thing is traumatizing,
Yeah.
for you, kind of thing, So because you when you watch it, when I watch it, I'm like, my God, is it this bad?
But you don't remember how painful it is.
No.
Does it feel like shitting? Being honest. I mean,
yes. I mean, because you toran kan, imagine you toran kuat-kuat, some people can get hemorrhoid, dude. After that, because you toran kuat sangat. At that moment, you just don't care about that pain anymore.
You just want to get it out.
You just want it to come out. You want to get it out. You want to get it done with it because you're so tired of pushing. Like when I was pushing, my hands were like macam menggigil, because I give it all, I've never given this much.
That's a great point, Mawar, because like I've never, like every time when someone talks about pregnancy, it's always pain. But when you said something like macam you forgot about the pain and that makes you want to have more children, and then if you didn't tell me that, I would not understand at all. Like macam, how does that make sense? But then like you said like when it's too painful, you tend to forget. I mean, that's scientifically speaking lah,
Yeah. I really cannot tell you. I know it was like period cramps, but more intense.
Did your vagina rip?
Yeah, my vagina ripped.
What the fuck?
Mine was like first degree there. That's 4 degrees.
The 4 degrees sampai ke bontot, right?
Ya, sampai ke bontot. So that's why when you give birth, jangan angkat bontot. You angkat bontot sampai ke bontot lah koyak.
Did your body change a lot after giving birth?
You want to see my body?
I don't know if you want to show.
So you can see like my old photos where I had a body like that, right? I was really slim. My size was XS. I could even wear XXS if I wanted to. But now I had to wear S or M, and like my body is like, it's like this.
That's extra skin. All extra skin.
I mean, it's like my boobs got super big. For some reason, I don't know why, but it got super big. And I'm not breastfeeding now, but I don't know why it's still big. And my thighs, my hips, so big, I cannot even fit my jeans anymore. For me, I think the reason why I still have like this is because I didn't do pantang. I tak pantang properly.
What is pantang actually?
Confinement.
Or you just duduk rumah and rest?
No, it's not just resting. It's just like, you know how like Malays, how they do, they put this thing here, and then they tie their hair in depan, and then they have to eat certain food, certain fish, cannot drink coke for like the whole 44 days. And then you have to drink this herbal, and then do sauna lah, apalah, this and that lah, and then wear bengkung at the same time. I didn't do that.
Oh.
I have nobody to do it.
No one to guide you to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I had nobody. That's why I didn't do it. If not, I think my body would be a bit okay.
There's this thing called post-pregnancy depression. Do you have it?
Yeah, I do.
Do all mothers have it?
Yeah, some in the first 2 weeks, it's really hard. And plus your hormones is like all around, and you're very fragile at the moment. You're like overwhelmed, happy, sad, scared. So in the first 2 weeks, you will eventually have PPD, postpartum depression. But if it still occurs after 2 weeks, then you have to go and get it checked. But for me, I think I had like PPD for a while. I was just like, oh my god, my parents are not here. Do you know, oh my god, I feel bad saying this, but honestly, I don't know what is it that made like the hormones in my head like
Triggered you?
when I was pushing out, I was excited. I was pushing out, but the minute baby came out, I was like, oh, okay. Like, oh. And then I saw her, I was like, okay. But it was like, oh my god, why am I not feeling this part in me? Why am I not feeling this? Yeah, I was like not excited and stuff. And I saw my husband like holding her and like having, you know, like he's happy and stuff. And it just made me feel like oh my god, I feel bad saying this, but I was like envious. Like, okay. And then I tried to breastfeed. She couldn't latch on my breast because she had jaundice. She was really weak. So baby who have jaundice, they get really weak and they cannot latch on the breast. And breastfeeding is like the best way for you to bond with your kid because you have the source, you know, for like dia punya milk, and then you give it to your child, and that's like so beautiful, you know, like the mechanism of it. And if you know that when your child, let's say your child is sick, the antibodies will actually start producing like in your milk and stuff. So let's say your baby has eczema ke apa kan, you start sending signals to your breast so that your breast makes certain some, I don't know, whatever is in milk, and then you give it back, you know. So I was really upset, like I couldn't do that. And yeah, and I didn't want to like, and I was breastfeeding, but still it was wrong. It was really painful because she had a lip tie. So I cried every day. I was like, oh my god, this is so hard. And you know, when the difference between breast milk and formula is like formula digests late rather than breast milk. Sometimes the baby can just drink. So in the beginning, baby will have cluster feed. So she wanted my breast like all the time, like. So it was so painful. Like, I was like bleeding. My nipples were like bleeding and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my god, this is so painful. Like I didn't understand. Like I was quite judging because I was like, why mothers like give formula and not, you know? But then I'm like, oh my god, now I know why.
So what were you anxious about?
You know, it's crazy. I'm always the optimistic one, and it's like very petty, stupid things like going up the stairs that I might trip and fall on my baby punya neck, and my baby's dead. Shit like that scares the fuck out of you. Like me going in the car, I might get into an accident and die. My parents going in the car, my husband on a plane and then plane goes missing. Shit like that scares the fuck out of me. I don't know, I was thinking of marrying him, just marrying and that's it, and maybe have kids the next year or have and then after my reception and stuff like that, going to all this stuff. It's just like boom, 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 then kid. And you just there like, what? Like I move here, I have to leave my parents. COVID, because of COVID, cannot see my parents. They cannot be there for my pregnancy also. And then I had to do this and that. Then come here and then stay here all alone, no friends, no nothing, new environment. It's not that I tak bersyukur. I bersyukur that I have all this. My husband, like macam he's such a nice guy. Financially also, I don't have to think about it. Things like this, like God gave me all that, but at the same time He took away.
It's kind of sad juga, macam like you have something that you really want tapi you have to lose something first. Do you miss your bachelorette life? Because I know you had like a very vibrant lifestyle dulu before coming to Finland.
I guess it's give and take. I mean, I've been doing so much during my bachelor's life. I felt like okay, what next? I think I've done everything. I'm like, okay, what next? Maybe travel the whole world, but still I can travel with my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have friends who have kids, but they still go out. They can manage their time. She goes to work. She's a single mom, so she goes to work and she still goes out clubbing. I still sometimes. So I mean, you just manage. To me, I feel like I do miss my bachelor's life. Like I know now it's different. I can't just suddenly macam 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, hey guys, let's go for McDonald's. To me, I'm just like, okay, well, why do I need to do that now anymore? I mean,
you're done with that life lah, macam you puas.
Would you say that? Dude, like dulu, like every time I go and I'm just like looking at myself, oh my god, and how I dressed up and how I am, how I behave. I'm just like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? But also, thank you to me back then because of what I did back then. Now I'm just like, okay, I'm like content. I don't need anything.
And there are seriously career-driven people. I have friends who are like that. Macam they just want to focus on career and they don't want to have children. So what do you think about people who are macam memang, I don't want children, that's it, no more, no. What do you think about those people?
I mean, you do you, girl. Just remember that once you die and once you're on your deathbed, the people that will come and visit you for your last moment are your kids, your husband, your family. Your boss, your career won't come up to you and say, you did a good job. And then die. Probably your boss be like, okay bitch, you dead. So let me go find some new person, vacancy.
What do you think about single mothers yang really doing this on their own though?
They have my whole heart. And I have a friend who actually went through it alone. She gave birth kind of alone. I wasn't there with her, but then her man came in her life afterwards. And when I listened to that, I was like, wow, I thought I was going through a lot, but this girl right here, she's going through 10 times more. I cannot imagine going through it alone. Okay, being pregnant and everything. Like the first 3 months was already hell for me because I was heavily nauseous. I had to be in the hospital. But you and your boyfriend lama gila kan? Like
that's why macam I want to talk to you about this because like macam I get pressure because people kept asking me, when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna get married? Nah, macam I'm still a child. It's nice to reminisce lah, you know, macam like, oh, you had this life at one point and then now you're having this life, you know. I think that is what we all, I mean, a lot of us experience masa COVID ni. Macam like our life just macam switched a lot, like from this to completely this. And
I'm just like, so thankful for where I am now, kind of thing, like even though it's overwhelmed, but I'm really thankful for it. So that's one of the reasons why I don't really macam do well in the postpartum depression much, because I felt like, why I need to get back up, no matter what. I'm a mother. My child cannot see me like this. I really want girls to know. I really want girls to know out there, like, what is pregnancy, how it is like, how does it feel, so that it actually, because ramai orang cakap, oh, wait till you see, and you just there like, wait till you see what the fuck, like, tell me.
Now that I'm working from home, apa you feel like you want to talk, you can just call me.
If I'm coming back Malaysia, so like maybe we should see each other. Okay lah, I'm gonna go eat and maybe next time we'll talk.
Can, anytime.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care, you too.
It's such an eye-opening experience to be talking to someone of similar age and to talk about something so serious like pregnancy and marriage, and it gives me this one step forward to prepare myself to what comes next. So, will I be getting a child in the near future? No, I don't think I will, because I don't think I have that responsibility just yet. But who knows? You never know what life takes us on this crazy journey. But for now, I'll just take care of my plants. I'm a mother of 2 plants right now, so I think I'm very proud of my achievement. And these babies are my responsibility now. So I guess that's a plus point for that. Right? Oh shit, this one's dying.